This is cool. I've never done this in space with a hover vessel.
I know, right? You have to keep in mind that the hover vessel innately tries to, first of all, level out with the level of the play field. So if you just let it go, normally it tries to level out, but it will also try to level out. I think that's only if you're in a gravity well, though. It may actually level out with the gravity well and slowly move down, like so that when it hits a surface, it hovers. But if you're in a gravity well around rock, it will act as a hover vessel on that rock. So it's really cool and realistic.
Yeah, because what I've been doing is just making a really tiny capital vessel with drills on it.
Yeah, this is a lot cheaper, a lot earlier too. Keep an eye on your cargo. You'll notice that it's
the bar goes up.
What the ammo thing, and when the bar turns red, you're going to want to go ahead and unload it to the Manta.
Yeah, well, it's good. I don't have to go back to it. I'm already in range.
That's exactly why I wanted a Wi-Fi on the Manta. Because the SOVs don't have a Wi-Fi, but the Manta does, so you can just sit in the SOV and just unload straight back to the Manta.
You're in range too.
This is what I was doing on my in my current single player, where I've got the little submarine, the Supermariner, and I've got a smaller pod that I just called the mining pod, which is a little bit smaller than the SOV.
It's lacking feet or something like that?
Exactly. It has no feet. And it's a little wider, I think, just by like a little bit in the main area, but it's basically an SOV without the feet, and instead of the larger generators, it's got a small, like the 1x1s instead of the 1x2s.
And 2 drills?
Yeah, it's just like this one, just like these.
Yeah, it eats through the ores pretty quickly too.
Oh, I know. Imagine if we had the laser drills, if we had the Mark III SOVs.
Kind of overkill when there's 2 of us.
Yeah. And the thing is, if you're playing a single player game, yes, it would be quicker once you get to the level where you would have the Mark III SOVs to just put a drill on your CV, a drill turret, and just use that. But with 2 of us in these, it's a lot quicker doing it with this, and we don't need to bring a CV out this way. We can just, SV it, HV, HV mining. So this is one of the big benefits of the designs that I've used for the ARV.
Okay, it's almost full.
It works really well with multiple players, in small groups, as well as single player.
The Manta's past half.
I already unloaded once into the thing, and I'm almost back up to half.
We could dump the stone, maybe.
Yeah, we could. I think we're pretty good. We've got over 1,000 titanium right now, so that was real quick compared to like an auto miner or any other mode of harvesting. Especially because this titanium asteroid is the type that has the largest amount of deposit on it.
And there's only one, huh?
Well, no. I mean, I went in one place, came out another, and you know, it's.
No, I mean there's only one asteroid in this playfield. The one.
Oh yeah. Well, as far as we know, there could be another one we just haven't found, but they're pretty sure there's only one. I say what we do is we go ahead, fill the manta up with titanium, drop the stone, and then fill our SOVs up with titanium. Take it all back, and if we can't fit it all on the IPEX, then just leave some of it on the manta. That way we can just teleport back there and grab it if we need to.
What I'm loving is we're in space, so my FPS is like huge.
Mine's, while I'm mining, it's like 64 or whatever.
I'm getting like 120.
Yeah, I was getting that before too. When my computer was brand new and I was in space, I would get between 100 and 120.
What happened? Your machine's already old. Actually, my machine's only a month old now. Oh, I did update to Windows 10 2004.
Yeah, I'm just trashing the crushed stone from now on.
All right.
We can get plenty of crushed stone.
Oh, I'm too far from it, actually. I'm near you. I can't get... Where's the SOB?
So,
Manta.
you know, now that they have the station stuff where you can reload you can refill your fuel and such from the station without leaving your ship and just pay a little bit, get it, and all.
Yeah, have you done that yet?
Not yet, and we're not going to be able to until we go to a different playfield because it's set up in the playfield YAML. So we'll have to go to a different solar system for it to do it because it loads the playfields. It uses the playfield things as soon as you enter the system.
Do you have to delete the templates before we do that?
I already did that,
okay.
So we should be good once we go to a new solar system.
Oh yeah, we haven't left the solar system yet. That's good. So we can restock on air and I guess just Pentaxid, I suppose, right? Or I mean Prometheum.
Air fuel and air Prometheum fuel and Pentaxid.
Oh, okay, that's good. We got the money.
But I was thinking, with that, wouldn't it be neat if they introduced like a specific type of like a large scale teleporter or like a warp gate or something that
yeah, a big like in Stargate, the big Stargates.
Yeah, something that you could access with a small vessel or capital vessel and have it just instantly teleport you to things that are out, that are further than your warp drive would let you do.
We're like little worker bees just working.
I know, right? It's awesome. I love. I don't want to sound like what do you call it? Like self-congratulating or whatever. But I love my SOV design and the versatility that Empyrion has allowed me to make with these because this is exactly what I designed the SOV for in the first place, was mining like this and and doing things like this. So I mean, because I literally modeled it after the SCV from StarCraft. So this is exactly what the SCV does. It goes out and mines and such. I'm just waiting for them to add a fixed repair tool to an SCV or to a HV, so I can actually
like a front-mounted repair gun, basically.
Yeah, that way I can actually equip most of my SOVs with one, so that regardless of what you use the SOV for, you can repair things before you get a repair station. Like the repair. Idea. Like the multi-turret has a repair function. Well, like a front-mounted multi-turret.
Exactly.
Basically, a giant multi-tool.
Like the drill, but it's not a turret though. It's front mounted. You have to move the whole ship in order to aim.
Yeah. Okay. The Manta is full, so start trashing your crushed stone, and then once we get the SOVs full of titanium, we'll go ahead, dock back to the Manta, and I guess head back to the planet in the Ipex.
Now, will the Ipex be able to hold everything we got?
Oh yeah, well, it should be able to. It's got 3 5,000 plus cargo boxes, so I think they're 5,000 plus. They might be 3,000 plus, but it's got 3 large cargo boxes. The real question is it going to be able to fly in atmosphere without falling to the ground?
Yeah.
With all this in it?
Well, let's carry some of it on us then.
Yeah, that would be a good idea too. If we have heavy armor, we could equip that and carry even more. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and once my SOV gets full, I'm just going to transfer whatever I can to my person and then keep mining.
Good idea.
Okay, let me just go ahead and do that. $85 is what I can carry.
89 I can carry.
You know what I would like for them to do? I would like for them to add a high tier container controller that it doesn't have, it doesn't expand the volume any, but what it does is it negates the mass of whatever you put in it.
The weight?
That way, yeah, that way, you know, you can carry a lot of heavy stuff, and maybe not completely negates, okay? Maybe it just reduces it by like half. Or, you know, there's multiple tiers of it. Some negate, like the higher tier negates it completely. And you could call it like an anti-gravity storage unit or something like that. So basically what it's doing is it's, you know, I don't know how that would work, because technically even in an anti-gravity situation, if the ship is having to move it, its mass would still affect it.
Right.
Maybe call it like a null mass one that sort of works like in Mass Effect to negate the mass using some sort of sci-fi field, you know?
I was thinking maybe what it's doing is it's actually storing this material as data on a hard drive. It's just doing data compression.
You could do that, but I would have it so that it still requires the volume thing, just so that there is a limit to how much it can carry. It's just, you know, it just makes it easier to carry. So I don't know how that exactly would, you know, work, but
and the slowness of these ships, I don't really mind it because we're drilling.
Yeah, I know. You don't notice it when you're in an asteroid like this, and that's exactly why they had it where it's such a small, such a slow, you know, 3 meters per second, 4 meters per second. I think it caps out at 5 for HVs. It may cap out at 3 or 4.
It
I don't
says
remember.
3 for me right now.
But
for
this purpose,
you don't need
this
thrusters.
is exactly the speed you need.
Yeah, but you don't need thrusters up and down, I guess, huh?
Nope, it just uses the hover engine to go up and down.
Oh, okay. I think we got everything. Now, there's probably some more. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, there's a little bit right here.
I'm only at yellow. I'm at 73%. Look around.
I'm at 79%. I've got a little bit of crushed stone that I just picked up. There's probably another
there, 65
deposit on this asteroid somewhere. I see a little bit of stuff that we missed, but
scraping.
I think it's fine. We can just go ahead and just unload what's on us into our SOVs, and that'll put us close to the thing. All right, where is the Manta? I should be real close to the mana.
Yep, there's another.
There it is.
I found more. I'm gonna get
All right,
it.
my thing's at 94%, so I'm gonna go ahead and dock.
I got 66, 67. I'll fill it pretty soon. Nom 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 nom.
I had to level the Manta out so I can level the SOV out. Yeah, okay. So it does seem that the things only self-center to whatever gravity field is in the area, which is really nice.
You mean level?
Yeah, it self-levels it levels itself out. The hover vessels will level themselves out to whatever gravity field you have, and slowly fall down while it's in a gravity field.
96%. Oh, now 95 because I dropped all the rocks.
It takes a little bit to dock the SOVs, but once you get used to it, you'll make it easy. I'm coming over to you.
I'm done. Oh.
Go ahead and turn off your drills. It looks like they're constantly drilling to me. I can still hear them. Pull them back out, drill for a second, and then stop drilling. Okay, there they go. They stopped.
Okay, are you level?
What you're going to have to do, you're probably going to have to go up above it a little bit and then lower yourself down into it. And you're going to have to, because you're going to have to look, well, not like you can't do it all the way. Go forward a little bit.
Yeah, got all out of balance there.
Yeah. Go forward just a little bit and then down right. Yeah, you're going to have to angle it and then try to go down, putting your, now go forward just a little bit. And then try to lower the back end of it in and press X while you're doing it. Well, press O. I mean, the whatever your level button is. It's X for me.
X for me too.
And now you should be able to back into it. Back in and down. And
feels like it's too small, but it should fit.
It does. I put mine back in.
There it goes.
There you go. Now down and back. Hold on. Stop moving.
You're moving.
Now try it, because I was in it. It was pushing me. Now that I'm out of it, it ought to not push it.
Oh, it won't dock when you're sitting in it in the pilot seat.
It'll dock, but what it was.
Whoops. I just parked it.
All right, it's not fully all the way back, but it's as good as mine is now. Okay.
Looks to me. Oh, you got a sensor right there too.
Okay. A sensor
right behind each SOV.
Yeah, that's to activate the light on that side of the ship so that it yeah.
So I took the Pelican that's in the standard blueprints, and I had to completely modify it in order to actually really use it.
I've got the UCH Pelican updated to Alpha 12, along with with everything that you could possibly need for that tier.
What bugged me is that it just uses regular switches to light up everything. I was like,
I know.
Why?
I changed that.
Me too. I had to do the same thing. Even added a couple more lights.
I completely redesigned that thing pretty much.
Maybe I'll grab your copy of it, because when I start using it in a regular game, regular playthrough without being in creative, it's like, oh, it doesn't have this. pull it apart.
Yeah. You see, what I did is I tried to keep it as like at the exact same tier level and everything, but yet basically do what I would do if it was in creative, changing the switches to sensors and things like that.
So it's still a tier, I guess, 2?
It's still whatever the same CPU tier it was, but it's got a detector. It's got it's got the stuff you would need at level 10 that you can put on it.
So. You know in the high area where the warp core is, and there's that long pathway towards the bridge when you go backwards. There's room for I put the detector there.
Yeah, I put a detector and a Wi-Fi there.
Yeah. But I wanted to give it like shields and everything and a couple more weapons.
Yeah, but it's not it's not the level you're supposed to put shields and stuff on it. So I mean it's supposed to be a intermediate thing, so
yeah, but it's pretty big for intermediate. Especially with single player.
Worst comes to worst, you can throw a shield generator in the frickin' car in the shuttle bay. That's what I did. Big. Yeah. Just slap it down and go, okay, I got one. Or put it on the roof so it doesn't get in your way of walking back and forth.
I destroyed the one, like I think there's a bedroom that I cleared out, and I fit the shields in there upside down, so you can still walk under the shields if you wanted to, even though you get irradiated.
Yeah. The Heidelberg, the UCH Heidelberg crash is a Pelican.
It's the Pelican, yeah, I know. You told me that, and then you told me that the Pelican exists in the game as the Heidelberg.
Yeah.
I know, as the Pelican. Well, Pelican class. So we're going kind of slow, but we're completely loaded up.
Yeah, we're going 50 instead of, what was it, like 80 something.
Yeah, because both SOVs are full. The Pelican is full, and we're full. Probably like a couple thousand between everything. Yeah, I can't look at the SOV for some reason. I can hit F4 and it comes up briefly and it goes away. It's probably because we're moving.
What do you mean the SOV disappear? Oh, you mean in the
when you press F4, because I'm already linked to the well, I'm not really linked to the SOV, but because it defaults to whatever you looked at last when you hit F4. It just comes pops up and goes away.
If you were to try to access the ship we're in, it won't do that. But the other ones that are docked to it, it does.
Yeah. Problem is, it won't let me because it's hitting F4 goes away and I can't change it in time.
You can go hit the control panel, access the cargo box, and then.
That's right. That's right. Oh, you didn't sort it. Where is it? Oh, it's the first thing.
It's funny how, like, when I built this vessel, the Manta, I didn't have any idea what it was going to look like. I just knew I wanted a warp drive and it to be able to carry 2 SOVs. And I knew I wanted the SOVs to be one on either side like they are. And so what I did is I slapped a warp drive down. I built an SOV, parked it nearby, and designed one side of it with it on mirror, and designed the SOV holding parts first. And then I built the rest of the ship around that design.
I remember the SOV areas that you have at like not the bunker, what is it? At the command center. You have angled corners, like where I can see those thrusters.
Right.
I'm surprised but these are square. They're not wide.
Right, because if they were that big, this ship would be like a lot larger than it needed to be. So,
yeah. I'm surprised it actually fits.
Well, like I said, I literally built the things around the SOV. I put the SOV there and then built the things around it physically. So
I figured you just remember the dimensions and just, because it's 5 blocks wide.
Yeah, well, right. It's 5 wide, and that's all I really needed. So I
wonder if they act like rings in the atmosphere.
Say what?
I wonder if the way it's, because it's so wide in the back, I wonder if it acts as a wing in the atmosphere when you're flying it.
A little bit, but it's not really going to make any difference because of how heavy it is with stuff.
Yeah.
I have down thrusters, but almost all of the thrusters on it are the 1x2s. So
I see. Yeah.
That way it has a good amount of thrust. And you'll notice it's got a whole bunch of headlights in the front. Because I've got some angled forwards, in like the 2 in the very front, one's angled straight, one's angled down. And then on the side, I've got two angled straight, and the 2 on each side are angled straight. So you've got a, wide area of view for it so that you can, when you go to, actually, I could put those 2 bottom ones angled outward and get a wider view, but so that when you're looking at an asteroid, it'll highlight the asteroid even if it's on the dark side.
Where are we going anyway?
Back to the trade station.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I mean, technically, I could put Pentaxid in this thing and warp it back to, back to the thing, but I figure we'll just unload it to the IPEX because we want to take the IPEX back anyway because that's what it's for. It's for exploration and resource hauling.
This ship is for this playfield here.
This ship isn't really meant for, interplanetary jumps, but for going from moon to moon, it's perfect. And like within a single system, it works as well, but it's not as fast.
Is it on the workshop?
I don't know. I think I was going to test it out first and then put it on the workshop. I think I'm going to add the second cockpit like I have and then put it on the workshop.
Yeah.
Because if you've got 2 SOVs, 1 cockpit is not going to be worth it for the.
Almost there.
So I might as well just save this as the blueprint and then just go ahead and upload it. This also wasn't meant really for going into planetary atmosphere because it can do it. It just can't. It doesn't work very well in high gravity. It's meant literally for what we just did. So. All right, I just saved the Manta and I'm publishing it onto the workshop.
Okay, I'm going to end this video here. So if you enjoyed this video, please click all the YouTuber things that YouTubers click on for YouTube videos that they like. And if you'd like to support me, you can send your donations to my PayPal money pool. The link is in the description. Or if you want to send something my way, you can check out my wish list for Steam and Amazon. So thanks for watching. Be careful out there, and I'll see you later.